Good, should I say afternoon or evening, everyone? It's afternoon here on the West Coast, and it's evening for you guys. You're already at 5 o'clock. Have you ever felt invisible? Just nod your head yes if you have felt invisible. Okay. Being invisible doesn't mean you're not valuable. So don't ever think that. You felt like you had something valuable to offer, but nobody really saw you. Being invisible doesn't mean that you are not valuable. It means you haven't been positioned yet. It's like you were doing all the work and showing up, trying your best, but nobody ever noticed. There's a time in my life where I had to rebuild everything. In 2012, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Breathed through it, worked through it, but it was my first real scare looking at immortality. And then in 2017, I was diagnosed with a non curable blood cancer called multiple myeloma. It's bone marrow cancer. And that one kind of silenced me for a while. I was going through chemo and radiation and surgeries, and I didn't want to disappear, but the body wouldn't let me continue on doing what I was doing and what I enjoyed so much doing. And that is hosting events where women can get on stage and teach what they know. So I underwent a stem cell transplant, and that helped stave it off for a while, keep it away for a while. It is not curable, only treatable, thank goodness. But the treatments oftentimes can be just as bad as having it, or more so. I have to say it's been more so than having the disease. Like I said, I had to sit with myself for a while. I had to kind of disappear. I posted things on social media, but it wasn't as often. I was afraid that people would forget who I was and what I'd done. I had to rebuild everything in my life once I came back. So I started coming back in 2020, 2019, had some good years. Then the cancer reappeared. The breast cancer reappeared. Let me correct that. So in 2022, I had a bilateral mastectomy. Got through that. That was okay. Not too bad. Not a lot of downtime. But again, stepping further and further away from my community and my friends. The Much to my own disappointment, I became very closed in and very private, and not in the sense that I wasn't sharing with people, but I mean private as a sense of keeping my thoughts to myself. I couldn't create anymore. My ideas weren't there anymore. My only thought was surviving and helping my mother to survive, who was aging at that time. Sorry, I get a little. Yesterday was Mother's Day and she's not here anymore, so sorry. And in 2023, the stem cell transplant went away. It didn't work anymore. And so I had to undergo another one in January 2024. By this time, I had a good community around me supporting me through my cancers. I was more verbal about it. I even took videos on my way to chemo, did Facebook Lives, had good friends like LaWanna Parker, Dr. LaWanna, cheering me on and reading me stories at night so that I could go to sleep instead of staying up all night. That was great. The one thing I found out, and much to the encouragement of the people in my community, is that in rebuilding, what I had to do, no matter how I felt, was to show up anyway. Turn to someone and say, show up anyway. You don't become visible by waiting. I had lost my health, my confidence, and my identity. And I had to ask myself, how do I show up again when I don't even feel like myself anymore? And what I learned changed everything. You don't become visible by waiting. You become visible by deciding to show up anyway. So I call myself an event architect. And we all are familiar with what architects do. They build buildings, design things, design office spaces, homes for families, communities, and they do this with intention. They foresee all of the details. When they're building a home, is this a single family home? Is this a starter home? will this accommodate somebody with a small family? What if they want to be in an open space where they can see children and cook dinner and all that kind of stuff? They take into mind when they're architecting something, all of those particular details. Now, as an event architect, that's my job, is to come alongside entrepreneurs and to help them create events that are well planned, with intention, and that get them the visibility they're looking for. Most people are not invisible because they're not good. They're invisible because they're not clear. Raise your hand if you have had an event or done working with a client or starting a business and you haven't been clear. You were unclear. You needed to just talk it through. We've been unclear about what we do, who we help, and why it matters. If people don't understand you quickly, they won't remember you. Anybody found that to be true? Yeah, Grace. Say this with me. Come off of mute. Clarity creates connection.
Clarity creates connection.
Exactly. You cannot be seen if you're not showing up. Raise your hand if you've been inconsistent. Yeah. And that's the hard part about when I got out of the habit of getting up every morning, getting online, making sales calls, talking to people, visiting with people, with the ladies, and planning my first event as a comeback. What do I do? How do I do it? Oh, today I don't feel like it. Oh, tomorrow I'll do it. Oh, there was inconsistencies all over the place. But I found out that visibility is built through repetition. So my schedule with cancer, I found out that, you have to go to the chemotherapy at a certain time, a certain day. You usually take the same route in case you have to go to the restroom for any emergency. So you know where the restrooms are, which gas stations have codes to get in the bathroom, all that little simple stuff. Once you get there, you have this person to see first. You've got to go do labs. You've got to go get x-rays. And the day was very regimented. The weeks were very regimented. And you have all these medications that you have to take. So you get used to developing habits and repetition of things day to day to day to day. And after a while, it just becomes second nature to you, which is the same thing that I used to run my business in the past. So to be visible and to be repetitive is very, very true. People trust what they see over and over again. LaDonna does Mojo Monday over and over and over, and we can always count on that. We can count that there will be a Mojo Monday, and that has built her visibility. So I want you to ask yourself, where are you showing up and where are you hiding? Let me hear from a couple of you.
I know for me, Tonya, it's posting often, I try to post the same time every day. People get used to that.
Grace?
Well, I've been posting regularly on LinkedIn for the Visibility Network. Dr. Patricia Rogers, her next event on May the 29th, I've been posting on LinkedIn regularly on that. And I have, a lot more views and a lot more, people who are interested and who contact me.
Dr. LaWanna, any comment on that?
I do post every day. I'm more Facebook and sometimes LinkedIn and sometimes Instagram, but usually it's Facebook that I'm posting on. I don't have a set time though. I just post when something comes to mind, and I make sure now that at least 2 or 3 hours have passed since the last one. So I don't get in jail again.
This lovely lady spends more time in Facebook jail or TikTok jail than the law allows. But you know what? With this, she is still consistent. You can still count on her to be there the minute they let her out. No. The minute she's released.
Yes, I'm back to, I can use my messenger again. Who knows how long.
Yeah. So where have you been showing up and where have you been hiding?
Well, I show up on Facebook quite a bit because I have pages over there on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I post in all 4 of them just about every day. 2 of them I definitely post in every day. The others could be hit and miss. I do a newsletter on LinkedIn, and I post there every week, and that seems to be going pretty good. I get quite a few people who read that, or at least they take a look according to the algorithms. And the next thing I want to tackle is YouTube. I really want to get to know and understand YouTube, because that is the biggest market. Everybody knows YouTube. Everybody goes over there to learn whatever it is they want to learn. And so, but I don't understand it, because there's something on YouTube that I do not understand. And I'm one of those people who, when I don't have anything to do, I go and look at this and I can't figure out why. How can pimples? I mean, they get hundreds of thousands of
Dr. Pimple
people
Popper
watching that.
It hypnotizes me, man. I love watching Dr. Pimple Popper.
I
just
just
know
started
why.
doing that after, I guess it was after my
During
son.
COVID.
I needed something.
Mm-hmm. During
And-
COVID, she became real popular.
All I know is that when I look at it, I see where they have not just a few hundred, they have thousands of people who are watching. And I'm going, what is it? What is it they're doing that I need to know how to do?
It's actually the horror of it. And also, when there's a disaster or something like that. Because a couple of weeks ago, my husband and I, we were going to the Costco, and we had to cross a bridge. Well, we knew we were coming up to this bridge, and we saw this helicopter, this orange helicopter coming in the sky and descending. And we knew that, there was some kind of accident somewhere, and it landed right on the highway that the bridge went over. So my husband stopped, and I took out my phone, and I took like 7 or 8 different videos, all of it, because things just kept happening and happening. And then I went to the other side of the street where all the vehicles were backed up because of that accident. And so I got a lot of different ones. And then finally the ambulance left. And usually I put like some kind of music over top of the videos that I make, but this time I just left my own voice there. So it's an ambulance right on this vehicle, and the driver of it got in the ambulance and drove away. So I said, the ambulance driver is getting in and driving away. And oh man, did I take what for that? Because they said, oh no, that's a paramedic. Why did you call him an ambulance driver? He's a paramedic. I'm telling you, but I got a lot of views. And a lot of discussion on that.
I believe it. I honestly believe it. I mean, sometimes it seems like the more bizarre things are, or the more mistakes we make, the more human we are, the more people like it.
I know. Well, it was an ambulance, and it was the driver who got in, so I called him the ambulance driver. To me, that was logical. He was the driver of the ambulance, and he was a paramedic. So there you go. Anyways, I got a lot of views on most of those, like really a lot, like in the thousands. I usually get like 250, maybe 300 views. I got in the thousands, in the tens of thousands. And I got a lot of people, new followers, And so now I got to keep up doing exciting things, and I don't know what to do because there's, not that many accidents that I can actually get to. The other day, the most exciting thing that happened was I saw a chipmunk out on my back deck, and I took a video of the chipmunk, and he actually turned his head to look straight at me, and then he ran away. So that was
You
it.
guys, you can see you. I applaud you, Grace, because you think about getting the camera out. I'd be sitting there going, "Whoa, whoa!" I forget that the world wants to know. The
And
world wants to see it through my eyes.
And I think you said something very, very true, is that people want to know we're human. They want to see us mess up. They want to see us, what we're doing, how we're doing it, when we're doing it, where we're at. What are we doing when we're there? They want to know that we're not just robots. We are truly human. There's enough robotic things out there already.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah, my Benson is Chat GPT. I gave him a name, and it's kind of scary, but you either adjust with the times or you get behind the times.
Right.
And you're not relevant anymore. And since I've had that long cancer break, I still live with the not being relevant anymore. I'm not invisible now because I have taken action. So I didn't wait, I moved. So now that I'm in motion and I'm taking action, I want to make sure that the action that I'm taking is relatable, is relevant to what's going on and to what I'm teaching and to what my purpose is.
Well, I've recently used my Chat GPT to make images. And one of my business girlfriends who lives fairly close to me, she had a birthday, and her husband gave her these two beautiful bouquets. One was roses and the other one was mixed flowers, and she held them in front of herself. And so I downloaded that picture and gave it to my Chat GPT and told him to add happy birthday and her name to it. And so he did, and I put it on her page, and she said, "Oh, I love it." And so now she's using it as her image. Yeah.
It's even getting to the point where, did you see on Facebook the other day where all the ladies had uploaded pictures of themselves and then said, make it look like the Met Gala red carpet?
No, yeah. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, go to my page. I did one in a sexy red dress. It made me look really good. I even told it, get rid of the flabby arms, please. Just and it listened. It listened. The downside is that now AI will come in and correct things. Like I'm doing a speaker flyer for an event, and there's 20-something speakers. So the slide reel is pretty thick, but the everybody whose face was not clear, it gave them a face. Mm-hmm. And so now I need their original picture so I can put in there something with them facing, not doing this kind of stuff, because it thinks there's something wrong with it and it goes to fix it, or it makes them look younger than they are. Some people don't mind it, but other people do. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I need their actual real pictures to do this.
What you do is tell it, do not change the facial features.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will leave the face alone.
Well, they didn't tell it to change the facial features anyway. But when you're doing a slide deck and the pictures are in motion, mm-hmm. It's hard to do that. Mm. It's hard to tell it not to do that. So it's been a little bit of a challenge. Mm. So right now, I want you to remember that confidence, some of us have waited to feel confident, but confidence doesn't come first. Action does. Believe me, it does. The more we do something, the more confident we become at it. When you become confident, then visible. So you become confident first, then you become visible. And I'm here to tell you, once I became more confident that I knew what I knew, that there were plenty of peeps out there to serve, that I didn't need to reinvent the wheel, or what I knew, I didn't need to go and start doing something different. Just trust what I know. Things started to click for me. Confidence follows action. Let me hear you say that.
Confidence follows action.
Confidence follows action.
Yes, it does. I'd like for you to close your eyes. Picture yourself in demand. That version is you. Say this: I don't wait, I move.
Don't wait, I'll move.
I don't wait, I move.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, you guys. That is the, you know how we keep, no matter how old we get, we keep in motion. It's the same thing with being visible. The more in motion we are, the more we become visible, the more confidence we have. They say when you only age when you stop moving. You start to feel your age. If you're ready to stand up and be seen, you don't need permission. Be from invisible to in demand. Now open your eyes. So let that change today. You don't need permission again. You don't need perfection. You just need to decide that you are no longer going to hide. If you're ready to be seen, raise your hand if you're ready to be seen. Look around the room. These people are deciding to no longer be invisible. So be from invisible to in demand. Thank you, ladies.
That was awesome, Tonya. You gave us so much information and guidance, and I knew you would, but just having you here has made us remember a lot of things. I know for me, I'm like, that's right. So, Dr. LaWanna, what do you have to say, or any questions for Tonya?
I know they say you have to show up and be consistent, but one of the things I have run into with Facebook, I do show up, but I don't have a set time because I haven't been able to determine what time works the best. I've tried different times and different days to see which ones get more attention, and I haven't figured it out yet. So, what would you suggest? Should I just go ahead and pick a time that works for me and say if they want it, they'll come?
Well, when you look at your analytics, it will tell you not only who's watching, but when they're watching and where they're watching from. That has a lot to do with it. If you have a lot of followers in the UK, then your time they're reading your posts and things at a different time than everybody else. So that becomes the challenge to get yourself centered. And I'm sure most of your clients are right here in the States.
Majority are.
I found that the older clients are up later listening to things because everybody's gone to bed or they can't sleep or whatever the case may be. They're up later, and that's a good time to shoot out some information or go live on Facebook or read your stories on TikTok, because you had a great following on TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot of people were up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning listening to your stories.
Yeah, they were. I haven't figured out how to work it on Facebook.
Well,
yeah, I'm looking at the analytics here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dr. LaWanna, if you go in when you are wanting to post and you go into schedule, it will tell you when is the best time for you to be posting. Mm-hmm. Like for me, it comes up and says something like 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. But then I found that other people, it says a different time because of who's watching, when they're commenting, how many's looking at you. So if you go under scheduling in Facebook, it'll come up and tell you the best times to post. But you also have to make sure it works for you. And that's why it's so great to have that scheduling tool.
Okay. Next time I can post will be a couple of hours from now. I'll check and see about that. I've seen the scheduling, but I've never actually went into it.
It's a powerhouse, girl. You're missing out when you don't. Oh, because, I can't be here every day at 10 a.m. to post. But all of my stuff's already scheduled for tomorrow, so that I'm ahead. I try to stay a couple of days ahead. Doesn't always. I'm a little behind right now. I'm only 1 day ahead.
Dan can do that for you. Yes. I'm not sure about the other ones, but you can schedule ahead of time on LinkedIn.
Yes, absolutely.
And that really works great because, right now it's 6:40 here. It's 5:40 where LaDonna is. And it is what, 3:40 where you are, Dr. LaWanna, 3:40? Well, guess what time it is in London, England? It's 11:40. It's almost midnight there.
Yes, yes. And Dr. LaWanna, you said something a little bit earlier about you posting when you think of something and now you're waiting 2 or 3 hours. Just FYI, Facebook says go at least 4 hours in between for a better algorithm and to stay out of Facebook, Jeff. So,
4 hours, huh?
yes,
Okay.
yes. That's their criteria unless it's changed. And who knows, because they change things so often.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, all the social medias. I will check out that schedule and see if it tells me when's the best time. That would be good to know.
And you can schedule them ahead and go high level.
Oh, absolutely. If you have Go High.
I haven't figured out how to do that in Go High Level.
Oh, we can teach you.
Yeah, exactly.
We can teach you, Dr. LaWanna. I do it every day. I do, but you can't do your personal Facebook page, but I schedule it in Facebook. But everywhere else, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, it does it all for you. Just one post, click a couple of boxes, and it goes everywhere for you.
Okay.
So we'll have to have a class on that.
Class on that one of these days.
Yes, we'll have to have a class on that. Absolutely. Tonya, you also have Go High Level, right?
Yes.
Yes, I knew the last time we talked you did. It's the best thing ever.
Yes, it is.
So makes my life a lot easier. Grace, what kind of questions or comments do you have for Tonya?
I don't know. I mean, I agree with everything she says, and if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's, with anything, whether that's physical or, online, it's true. And I noticed that I have to walk around a lot to get my legs going. Otherwise, you are right. I do feel old. If I do not, that's for sure. And so we do need to remember to post. And like I said, LinkedIn is very helpful, and I haven't figured out how to do that on Facebook yet, but or anything else. But it's good to do for sure.
Absolutely. And it's not just posting, it's what you're posting. Video is awesome. If you're posting video, you're ahead for sure. So remember that when you're posting is to get video in there somehow as well.
Yeah, video really makes a difference.
Yeah, I need to put my videos up. I've got a few videos where I'm talking about health that where this guy interviewed me. And then I have some with you, Dr. LaDonna. And then I don't know how to get those hour-long videos, or 5-hour-long videos, 4-hour-long videos from Dr. Pat, and just cut out a little bit where I'm talking. So I have to figure that out too.
Well, if you have Olympus cup,
yeah,
it'll chop that up for you.
I just got it.
It'll give you several at different time levels too, so you can you'll have different like a 60-second or 1 minute or 3 minute or 10 minutes even. But it'll do it for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
And what I'm doing with mine is it's been cut up so that I can post it as a class.
It's a great idea.
So it's, I just bought that the other day for the team, and it's been, they jumped right on it and we're doing it. And so now I was watching it today. So now I have that to schedule out and to post.
Yes. Absolutely. We do a lot of cutting video, my team does.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's repetition when you can do it and people get used to you doing it. Every time I have a class or even Mojo, we will cut it up in 3 or 4 parts. You'll see it later in the week. And it'll have Dr. LaWanna talking, and it'll have Grace talking, it'll have Tonya talking, it'll have me talking. And that way we all get exposure. That's what it's all about, is getting that exposure.
That visibility.
Yes, absolutely. So ladies, I put up a picture of us, a screenshot. Please take that and go over to your social media. Let everyone know where you've been for the last hour, what you've been doing, what you learned. Brag on Tonya a little bit, give her some love.
Can I have you do something for me, guys? Can I have you, each one of you, say a little bit about what you liked about today? That would be so
That's a great idea. I love that idea. Grace, let's start with you. I think you're ready.
Okay. Well, Tonya Tyus talks slowly, but she gets her points across. And, each one, you can tell she's thought about it and she wants you to understand what she's saying so that we can all learn and grow from what Tonya has said.
Perfect.
Thank you, Grace.
All right. So I will go then. Tonya, I love that you broke it down for us in several different ways and stages. And you kept reminding us that what it means to be invisible and visible, what the differences were, and how to keep moving and why we should keep moving. And we understood because you gave us examples and you went slow enough that we could think about it. Our minds weren't rushing around trying to keep up with you. And I love that when you speak. So thank you for that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Dr. LaWanna.
Okay. Well, Tonya, the thing that really impressed me was that you let us know the importance of not accepting those things that try to hold you back. For example, your health situation. Despite what you had to go through, you're still out there plugging along, keeping going. And you reminded us that when we give up, that's when it's over. And so I thought that was very important. But I also thought a reminder to many people, because most people don't think about this, but it's true. You can do anything you want, but you cannot have confidence until you actually step out and do the thing you want to do. And once you make that first step, you gain a little bit of confidence. And the next step, and you gain a little more. And before you know it, you're wondering, why was I afraid to do this? So I thought that was a tremendous reminder, and the fact that confidence follows action was very important to state.
I love that. Do you love that, Tonya?
Yes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
And what a great idea, Tonya. Thank you for that. Before we go, I would like to go over what's coming up next for each of you. Your next meeting you're going to, any specials you have going on, and so that we can be reminded to show up for you. Tonya, what do you have coming up next that you're working on?
I have the pajama soiree on the 29th. It's going to be a pajama party, and we have games, we play music, we make cocktails or tea and coffee, and we just network. It's from 4 to 7. I'll put it in the chat.
Awesome.
I'll put the link in the chat. And then if not, just go to Instant Messenger and DM me, and I'll send you the link personally. I also would like to let you know that I am looking for speakers for my July 17th event, the Independent Women's Conference. And it's a one-day event with a lot of speakers. I'm hoping it's, again, a chance to be visible. That is my plan for women. That's why I do what I do. So you don't have to, there weren't a lot of speaking opportunities for women. Well, we have to make some, and that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. And Dr. LaWanna, I see something up for you.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
us
doing a
about
book
that.
launch of my ebook store launch on the 19th of next month. And that's a little flyer in there for it. And I should have the link out, but I don't have that out right this instant. But I will be posting about it.
Perfect. Yes.
Mhm.
Let us know all about it. I want to invite everyone to make sure you show up for Mojo Monday. I am looking for speakers for that. So I'll be getting with each and every one of you. I want to try to get a speaking schedule together so that we know way in advance who is speaking when. Usually I just do it by the week or by the month, but I really want to get it through the summer so that way it's done. And then we can just work on letting people know when it is and to come and visit us and see what we do and how we really bond and help each other. Grace, what do you have coming up?
Oh,
There
this
you
is
go.
the Dr. Patricia Rogers event that I put up there that you're invited to join us. So you probably are all registered for that already.
Awesome. Do you have anything personally coming up as well? Any meetings?
No, I just have my health products.
Yeah, I know sometimes you have Dr. Bob talking somewhere or Zoom or something, so wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Nothing nothing you know of? Okay, perfect. And let's get with each other, sign up for Tonya's event, sign up for Dr. LaWanna's, Dr. Pat's, make ourselves visible. Stop being invisible. Be visible everywhere. You can never show up in too many places.
Well, I'll tell you how I am being visible lately is I have got these VSOX compression socks and they're quite visible here. This is my, it goes past my knee. But since some of you are in warmer areas, like Dr. LaWanna, there's these little short ankle socks, and they, believe it or not, are also compression socks. So I have that, and I put that in the link that I put up there, the viasocks.com referral code link. I don't make any money on it, but if you buy them, you can get 20% off, and they give me a percentage off my next order.
Okay. Awesome. I've never seen them in the short socks.
Me either. I lived in VSOX. I do the compression socks. I have them with hearts and little kitties and electrical heartbeats. The ones that fade from light green to dark green. I love them. And
that's awesome.
I swore I'd never wear old man compression socks. Well, when they made them look pretty, I had to get them.
That's right. That's right. Well, I may have to try some of the short ones.
Yeah, me too.
Probably wouldn't be comfortable yet in the long ones. I probably need to try it though. Maybe it's more comfortable than I think. But
once you put them on, you won't want to take them off.
See.
And the hard part is getting them on, but they send you instructions on how to put them on.
Okay. That's awesome.
I've got peanuts like Charlie Brown and Linus and Snoopy.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff. I love anything that has character to it.
Mm-hmm.
Fun, exciting. So I'll check that out.
And thank you, ladies. Stocks doesn't have to go with anything.
Thank you, ladies, for being here. Have a beautiful week. Dr. LaWanna, we will be having a GHL class soon. I'll put that together so we can teach you how, and anyone else, of course, how to schedule their post.
If you make a list of those things, what you have coming up, let's say for the next month, and the speakers and everything, it would be easier for me to post that and pin that. That way people could go and check that.
Awesome. I will work on that. That's what I'm working on now. So All right. Thank you. Have a
Okay.
wonderful week. If you need me, you know how to reach out.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.